you should be able to pull up where we are currently at. If you launch the game, you should be able to see where we're currently located in the cavern.
What's that? Oh wow, we're like way up left.
Yep.
Sorry, still trying to figure out how to get it open.
How to get what open?
Oh, just the game map. That's all I'm getting. Fuck.
Could everyone tell me their names and their classes, their character names and classes?
We can get to that here in a second. Once before too long, you will get introduced. Like we're gonna get down a certain amount of way,
All
and
right,
then stuff will happen, and then you will be introduced. So, but we have Lavender, Char, Honore, and Tristan and Korak right now that are in the party. But you will be introduced here shortly.
Oh, Kasumi missed. Annoy. I don't really know what that word means.
Huh?
Oh, Kasumi just missed, if I remember correctly. Honore. I was wondering if that's a reference or something.
Yeah, no, it's just Honore Kasumi. I'm not sure what her exact goal was with her character, but I had a whole backstory planned for her. I had a whole bunch of trauma for her, and you know, it is what it is. But
it's what it's.
It's what it's. Something like that. Anyway, so do you guys have it open as of right now, or do you need some time to get it open?
I have it open.
I'm all
Mine is
good.
open.
You're all good? All right.
Yeah.
So you guys have solved the Tower of Hanoi. Kickless Nate just said, brilliantly done, adventurers. You did a fantastic job. That is not the artifact I am looking for. And now you guys came from this direction, and the next logical direction is to go either up through here or down this way. But you are aware, based off of Char's willingness to go murder hobo on certain individuals,
I am not murder hobo.
that there are spies here and here on the map. So, go ahead and pick up your pieces and move them down to where you want to be. I'm going to go ahead and move Honore and Korak.
Char is going to follow Lavender.
Okay.
I suppose we have to choose a path now, don't we?
So, you will see that there is hang on, eraser. That there is a dead end here.
Oh.
Perhaps we should go to the left. I want to get killing the spies over with. Best get rid of them first before worrying about them later. And if we don't, they might come after us when we're weakened.
That sounds like a good idea.
Good thinking.
Okay.
I guess we move down this way.
All right.
But I'm still behind Lavender.
You do see, towards the end of here, there is a chest right there. Just
Oh?
pointing that out.
I mean, should we go check on that chest, or?
I say it's a trap, but if you wish to do so, I will not stop you.
I'm a little bit curious, but I'm sure the chest will still be there, right?
Yes. My instincts are telling me not to open it, but my curiosity is saying we should definitely do so. Perhaps later.
Perhaps so.
What say you, Allard?
Well, I agree. My interest is piqued, but as you said before, these spies seem... Let's take care of them first.
Okay.
Very well.
So you guys are going to press
Continue.
forward?
Yep, towards
Okay.
the spies.
Okay. Oopsies, didn't mean to do that. Eraser. Here we go. So you can come down here, and this is what's available to see. Okay.
So behind lavender.
All right. So they are able to see that you guys are coming down. Oh, actually, they're not able to see you, but you are not within.
Can we
Well, I
do
guess
a stealth check to see if we can sneak up on them?
Sure.
I mean, it's a cave and all that.
Yep. Go ahead and do a stealth check, because it's while the cavern is very well, pretty well lit. There are opportunities for stealth. There are various rocks and boulders. Lavender passes the stealth check.
Is that good enough?
Not according to the DC I made up in my head.
No.
Which was 12, not gonna lie. And Tristan doesn't make it.
I'm imagining Tristan's like going straight up here and Lavender's
then-
going like more so around here.
And let's go like this. Do 2 additional
Yeah.
rolls, see what I get. And Korak passes, Honore does not. So they see that you're trying to sneak, and they say, "You there! Stop where you're at!" And Korak says, "You'll never take us alive!" And he chucks a grenade. And he chucks
Can
the
he
blue.
get suicide bomb himself?
Well, he's not going to suicide bomb himself, because there's one
Fair enough.
there's one particular artifact that I don't want Char getting his hands on, and I just want to retire from the campaign entirely. So I'm not going to kill Korak. I'm just going to retire him. And he throws the purple.
I took an arrow to the knee.
Well, he's going to just feel like he's in over his head and wants to go home. Anyway, so he chucks the purple grenade. And it lands at their feet, and they're wondering what's going on. And you see, bursting out of this grenade is just streaks of lightning. And it just explodes massively, and it completely obliterates these guys into dust. And then, as this happens, you feel the cavern crumbling and cracking, and you see the ceiling come down and absolutely start crashing into this space. So I'm gonna hang on, let me grab Samuel and put him right there. And then you see Samuel come down with all these rocks and land down into this cavern in a giant cloud of dust.
What does Samuel look like?
So Samuel is a human. He's dressed in simple leather traveling armor. And right now he looks very bruised and beaten. He's average stature. Just looks like a normal guy. Brown hair, probably in his mid-30s or so.
By the gods, the caves have given birth to a human.
That's a new one.
I'd rather not have that happen again.
And
Brush
Korak
some
says,
dirt
"Well,
off me."
sorry, that was my fault. I didn't realize how great these grenades were."
I'm just going to be visibly bristling at Korak. It's all this noise. So much dust and dirt and destruction.
You almost killed me there, friend.
I didn't mean to. I didn't know you were even up there. I guess what are you doing
Fair
here?
enough. I've on my way looking for an artifact. You wouldn't happen to have come across anything in these caves, have you?
You wouldn't happen to be related to Keylen Drey, would you?
Keylen Drey
I can't say
takes
that the name.
a look at him, and he puts down his monocles to take a good look at Samuel, and he says, "No, I don't know. I don't recognize this guy. He doesn't look like anyone I know."
Well, at least we won't have two of them.
Can't
If
say
you
that
ship
I've ever
with us.
seen this Keylen before.
And you're looking at Keylen Drey. He's just in this random patchwork robe and has an oversized wizard's hat and has magical baubles. What looks like magical baubles all over him. So,
What are you looking for?
I've been tasked to find an amulet. That's as much as I'm willing to say at this point.
Well, perhaps
What?
it's deeper in this cave. We've seen some pretty scary stuff already. Maybe if you come along with us, we scratch your back, you scratch ours.
I'm not
Well-
opposed to that idea. I'd be happy to have some friends.
All right.
I
So-
must ask,
And
are you similar to Korak? Are you very combative? Or, and then I used to like gesture at Kickless Mage. Do you fall more into his category?
are you talking about personality or how I deal with situations?
If we take you along with us, will you be capable of looking after yourself?
Absolutely. I've been traveling for many years, searching for money for my family and this amulet.
For many years, you say. Very well, come along with us if you wish.
What have you encountered so far in these caverns?
Lots of spies.
And a suspiciously good-looking chest. If you wish to go for it, be my guest. We're just here to kill some people ahead of it. Unfortunately, you got trapped in a cave-in as Korak here destroyed them.
Yeah, he also destroyed my camp. I was just sitting up there, eating some food, and next thing I know, I'm on the ground here.
Well, if you wish to fight with them, go ahead, but do so quietly.
And he says, I don't want to fight. Like, I didn't mean to knock you down here. I apologize.
I'm just giving you a hard time, buddy.
And Korak says, well, I guess, should we continue on?
Yes, let's.
Lead the way.
Okay. And you guys do see, down this way, you see a chest.
Shh. We're hunting rabbits. Well, in this case, 2 spies.
And then
Let's
there's
try to sneak up on
also,
them.
you know, these 2 spies do have vision. So I'm gonna let you guys retcon not going around this corner, but you are aware that around this corner there are some spies.
Oh.
Also, I don't know why it's playing Christmas music right now. I did not mean for it to play Christmas music, but it is playing Christmas music. Let's see. Let's do dungeon ambiance. That might be better.
Oh. Are we trying to stealth past them?
Stealth up to them, Char.
Ah,
We must kill them.
Korak says, "I'm gonna hold on to my grenade this time. I don't want to just throw it out randomly."
Yeah, I already rolled for it too. 20.
I rolled a 12. Please be a 12 again.
Okay. Well, I guess let's see. Let's roll some dice here. 1 and 2. So Honore is seen, and then Samuel, I need you to roll a stealth check.
My
Okay.
God.
So Tristan and Honore. So Honore falls down on her face here, and then I guess Tristan tries to catch her, but ends up like stumbling, and these 2 catch wind of you guys, and you guys start to. Hang on, let's go like this. Select. Then add to encounter. Okay, and now you guys got to roll for initiative. Then we can start
Not
combat.
bad, a 16.
Please be good. Oh my God, a 10.
Oh, is this the new future? It feels kind of Baldur's Gate.
Oh, did I just like? Hang on.
Yeah, it shows at the top. It's cool.
Wait,
Yes,
doesn't
it did give it away. It did give it away.
wait, what did
Two
it?
more.
Huh?
It shows two more. Oh no, there's a Cotton and Korak, so never mind. Yeah.
We
I
can
guess
see
shows that.
two more enemies in the lineup.
No, but
at the top
that's
of the
Cotton
enemy.
and Korak if they were rolled already. I don't know. I
Right.
can't actually tell.
I don't know. Like, I just automatically assigned an initiative to you guys.
Oh,
So
I mean, I rolled.
I rolled a
Does
3.
it's
I
Yeah.
rolled pretty low.
I wrote a 16 too, so maybe it's just doing it in the correct order.
yeah. So I don't
Maybe
think.
it's from right to left.
It's left to right because they've got the larger person.
Okay. Well, so you guys have. Let's see who has top initiative here. I think it's Tristan and then Lavender. So you guys are going first, and then Korak. No, and then it's going to be the two spies, and then it's going to be. Then we'll go in order. So, Tristan, what is your first action?
Well, they've seen me. I think best move is to go straight for them, right up to Spy A, and take out my longsword and attempt to do some damage there.
Okay. So roll to hit, which I believe that hits.
Okay.
Yeah, because their AC is 12, and then roll for damage, and you do 4 damage. Hang on, it's not actually letting me pull up their HP bars on this thing. This is the map system's not that great. It's not the way I want it to be. Okay. Resume encounter. 27 heal. 27 heal. Or you know what? Let's just restart. Okay. Alright, so you do, which one do you hit? A?
I use my longsword A, yes.
Okay. And you do 4 damage to him.
And then I use Sap, which is an action.
Okay.
Oh no. Am I allowed to do that?
Is it a bonus action?
No, I think
it's just an
sap is
action.
something that the sword just applies. If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Then because I use my longsword, Spy A has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Okay. Alright, and then now it's Lavender's turn.
Yes, I'm guessing in walking range, like in sprinting range. So
Yes.
I would be, yeah, definitely going up this way, trying to keep myself between Char and them.
Okay.
I don't think rage at this point doesn't seem necessary. It's not like they're not doing anything besides being enemies, so it will just be, I'm trying to scroll down on my screen. Standard attack roll. Just a reckless attack.
Okay.
So I'm going to do it on the closest one, which would be the one on the right. So hit DC 19, and then I'll do it one more time just to see if I get a natural 1 plus 7. So 19.
So is it at disadvantage or is it at advantage?
It's at advantage.
Okay. So you do hit.
I guess all attacks against me will be at advantage until my next turn.
Oh, attacks against you are at advantage.
Yeah,
So-
it's a reckless attack, so both against me and against my opponents. Lavender,
So
it's at advantage, so
I wonder how that works with someone else that is at disadvantage though. Is it just cancel out?
I think so.
I think so too.
Okay. I'm just gonna say it cancels out. So if Spy A goes to hit you, it cancels out. But I'm probably not gonna have him hit
Yeah,
you.
so I'll do damage. All right.
Okay. So how much damage do you do?
4 plus 6 plus 7, so 17.
Oh my goodness. So you hit B, right?
Yeah.
And you do set. So you step forward, you swing your sword, and you just absolutely hack, this dude's arm off. And he is very much unhappy with his life.
I do have to ask, does he scream? It's my favorite little mechanic.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna scream.
In which case, I definitely rage.
Okay, I think you only have one rage because I actually used one of your rages.
Oh yeah, so I'll just use it now.
Okay. Are you sure you don't want to save it for later? A little bit of metagaming here.
Metagaming, I'd want to. Realistically, I wouldn't.
Okay.
So I'm fucking myself over for later.
Okay. All right. Well, you rage, and now Spy B goes to hit you back with his short sword, and he gets a 7. So as he's trying to swing his sword at you, you lop his arm off before his blade even hits you. So his arm just falls to the ground and he starts screaming.
Yeah, I would just be like continuously. Of course, this is still one turn, so I guess you just see a Lavender just suddenly just like twist her face into rage. Is so furious that he's not being quiet, that he's like screaming in her face.
Okay.
Yeah, then that's the end of my turn.
All right, and then Spy A goes to hit Tristan and gets a 20, which I believe hits, and
Yeah.
does 6 damage to you. So he takes his short sword and absolutely just like kind of hits you, bonks you on the head with the hilt of his short sword, and it hurts pretty bad.
Okay. Yeah, he sort of stumbles around. His hand goes to his head, and he just like takes a moment. He really shouldn't, but he needs it.
All right, Char, go murder hobo on these guys.
Not a murder hobo. Char's gonna move towards Honore. Seeing Spy A hit Tristan, he's going to hold his amulet of Selune and say, "You're gonna be okay, Tristan." And he's gonna cast Healing Word as his bonus action.
Okay.
And that heals for 9.
And because of your recent activities and behaviors towards people, it's actually going to heal for less. It's only going to heal for a minimized amount. So we're going to subtract 5 from that. It's only going to heal for 4 points. And you're going to notice that your capability of healing is actually decreased, as if Selune is not pleased with your behavior.
After seeing that Char's magic isn't working as effectively, I think he's gonna be a little shocked. He's gonna he was preparing to attack these people, and then just seeing the magic kind of waver and not be as powerful, he's gonna be kind of shocked, and he's not gonna take an action.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right. And now it is Korak's turn, and he's gonna throw one of his axes at Spy A for the sake of bringing down one of the people. Let's see. I don't know what his plus to hit is, but he hits, and he does 1d8 damage. And he does 4 damage to this guy. So he chucks this axe. It flies right by Tristan, and it kind of sticks itself into this guy's armor. And then it is Honore's turn, and then Honore decides...
I'm sorry. All I say when I hear Honore, I just think, and it's amore. I don't know the song that well.
When you swim in a lake and get bit by a snake, it's amore.
Yeah.
Alright, so Honore, not having any sort of ranged capability. Well, actually, does she?
I think
She has
Bone
dance.
Chill.
Huh?
I think Bone Chill is ranged. I think.
No, she has chill touch.
Oh yeah, that I don't know.
So she decides to be very reckless, and she jumps forward and tries to touch Spy A, and completely misses. And you know, she kind of slips past, her hand covered with ice as she slides by. And then now it is Samuel's turn.
Samuel's gonna move up to about here. Can you move that far? I'm not really.
How far?
Sure.
Where'd you start?
I started right here or so.
Yeah, so you can get in range and hit either of the two. You're within 30 feet.
I will go over there and cast Eldritch Blast on Spy B.
All right, just don't miss. Also, by the way, you guys still have air in the brick.
So that's a 24.
Okay, so it hits.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the brick. Just the inventory.
So it does hit. So how much damage do you do, and which one are you going for?
By B, and it does 7 damage.
Okay, so you fire off this Eldritch Blast, and you see it kind of like penetrate his body and start kind of ripping apart his torso a little bit, and he's struggling, and he's almost gone.
All in my turn.
Okay, and now it is Tristan's turn again.
So Tristan has a headache, but he feels a bit rejuvenated after Char's kindness there, and the energy sort of comes back to him, and he looks back at Spy A, who just bonked him on the head, and he goes for another longsword attack.
Okay, roll the hit. All right, so that hits. How much damage do you do? All right. So you go and you see Honore kind of slip past you, and you take your longsword and you bring it down onto this guy as he's as he dodges out of the way of Honore, and you're able to slice down from his shoulder down his side and kind of like through off of his hip, and he's very hurt with that strike, and he takes 9 damage. Okay, and now it's Lavender's turn. Oh, and also Spy A screams at this point.
Well, I would just continue going after Spy B, but this Lavender's attention would slightly turn to Spy A, and would continue a reckless attack. So attacking Spy B with regular attack, that's a 10 and a 15.
Is a 10 to hit?
10 or 15 to hit. Still at advantage.
Oh,
Doing
okay.
another
So
reckless.
yeah, so 15 hits, and then how much damage does it do?
All right.
He's got 3 HP.
9.
All right. Are
Yeah,
you
so
trying to
9.
kill him?
Yeah, just absolutely.
Okay.
Lavender's trying to slice his head clean off.
Yep,
Something
and,
like
and
that.
you take your sword and you just jam it right in his throat to get him to shut up, and then you pull it right back out, and he kind of gurgles and falls over.
Yeah, I guess shift my focus to Spy A and end my turn.
Okay, and then Spy A tries now to go after Honore with his blade. He's going at disadvantage, but he still gets an 18, and he does a total of 4 damage. So he's able to scratch her arm pretty bad with his blade, and Honore takes 4 damage. Okay. And now it is Char's turn.
After his sudden shock, and seeing Honori get hit by Spy A, Char's eyes kind of like refocus as if he's thinking like, I don't know what's going on, but my friends are getting hurt. And he's going to hold out his hand and try to firebolt Spy A.
Okay.
So 21 to hit.
All right, that lands. How much damage does it do?
9 points of damage.
All right. So you hit this guy with a firebolt, and you see that his chest kind of bursts into flames, and he falls down, rolling around, trying to put it out as he takes 9 points of damage, and you can tell he is almost dead at this point.
Damn.
And at this point, you, Honora and Korak, kind of look at the rest of you and think, should we stop trying to kill him at this point and see what we can glean from him, or should we finish him?
Do we recognize these people? Like, are they sort of like the same faction that we fought earlier?
Yep, same faction, same kind of guys.
Well,
They may know something. We could kill them after. Let's see what they know first.
this is.
I would like to point out Lavender is significantly enraged, so it seems pretty obvious without any restraint or anything being done to this dude, Lavender would immediately kill him. So you'd have to keep that in mind.
Well, Mr. Tristan, this seems to be your line of work.
Well, I don't think you only have a couple of seconds. This is not a period for calm conversation.
Metagaming,
I think
as Lavender's raging, you would either have to shut up the dude or restrain Lavender.
in which case there's only a couple seconds. I think Lavender really just goes full force ahead.
Okay.
I'm
So
not stopping her.
Char will share a look with Tristan. If Tristan kind of like gestures, he'll try to reach Lavender to kind of restrain her, but
okay.
All right, we share. Tristan looks back at Char, and there's a nod of agreement. And as Tristan at the same time, Tristan runs to try to cover Spy A's mouth,
yeah, Char's gonna try
and he's
to.
very close, so he lunges for him.
Char's gonna see if he can make it to Lavender and try to hold her.
So Korak will also assist in this endeavor and will try to restrain Lavender.
I'll do if that's all right. I'm not sure.
Just
I was trying to
do a
think-
flat strength check.
Or check to see if Lavender, given all the circumstance, would stop raging or not. I'm not sure if that would be
You could do
I guess a strength.
So no, so I need Char to do a strength. Give me 2 strength checks, one for Korak, one for you, and then we'll go ahead and do a. Let's see.
Is that just pressing on the strength one up
I-
top or
no,
the saving throw?
Let's do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And then I'm rolling strength. Okay, that's a
And-
16 and a 16 and a 15.
Okay, so while Lavender is, somewhat able to become a little bit more lucid, she's not really able to restrain herself from staying enraged, but you guys are able to restrain her adequately enough to pull her away from the spy while he stops screaming.
All right.
While Char's holding Lavender, he's gonna say, Miss Lavender, we can kill them after. Tristan wants some information.
At this point, Lavender, we just start quieting down slowly and be like, do what you will. And then move a little bit back towards where Korak is.
Okay.
And Tristan, with his mouth still over with his hand still over Spy A's mouth, he says, "My friend back there is going to kill you unless you tell us what we need to know." And with that, he releases his hand and he asks, What do you know of this place? Who do you work for?
Roll a persuasion check at advantage. Okay. He says, "This. All I know is that we're here to get the heartstone. That's all I know."
Kristen looks back at Char and
Um,
raises his eyebrows, and he, as if with the intention of saying, "You think that's all he knows?"
Char's gonna step up and say, who do you work for? Or do you truly not know anything?
Roll a regular persuasion check. The DC is 16 for this.
13.
He says, "I'm not going to tell you who I work for. They'll kill me just as the way I already know you're going to kill me. So might as well just get it over with."
Char's gonna move closer to the spy, kind of like pick him up and like push him against the wall and like hold out his hands as if he's about to cast firebolt. And he's gonna say, "You're gonna tell me everything you know, or I'm going to make your death so much more painful than you can imagine."
And
assists in this movement.
And you can kind of see him like struggling his arms, like trying to grasp for something. You can see that he's grasping for something down on his belt, for maybe one of his what looks like to be one of his crossbow bolts. During this, but he's not saying anything.
Is that the spy? Looks like he's grabbing.
Yes, he's trying to grab at one of his crossbow bolts.
Charles can say, Tristan, disarm him. Take whatever he has on his body.
And Tristan attempts to do just that.
Okay, do a plain strength check. DC is 6. Whew!
That was a save. Sorry.
And you're able to grab his quiver of crossbow bolts before he's able to grab one of them. And
then says, "You have nothing else to tell us. Are you sure?"
I'm just not going to tell you who I work for. What can I do to get myself out alive?
At this
tell
point,
us.
Lavender would start walking back over, calm down a bit, just annoyed by the spy's like rude behavior and obviously creating another commotion. Lavender would go right up to the spy, like gently push aside Char, kind of like sidestep Tristan and go, "I don't really care if you live or die as long as you're quiet. But if you refuse, my friend tries questions, I will make you scream. And once that begins, I will not stop until you are dead. Speak now and run, or hold your tongue and die screaming."
And he says, "Okay, what do you want to know?"
I gesture to
you-
Char.
Who do you work for?
We work for the Thorns Guard.
What do you know of Commander Zarek Blackthorn?
I know he's the leader of the Thorns Guard.
What does he want with the heartstone?
I don't know. We were just told to acquire it. That's it. We were told by Keylen Drey to acquire it.
Who's Keylen Drey?
She's the immediate supervisor of this team, and she's a subordinate of Zarek.
Is she in here?
I don't know where she is. I thought she was.
How many more of you are here?
He's gonna say I'm not entirely sure. At least 5 more.
Oh, should we try an insight check or whatnot? Or are we assuming he's being honest?
You can do an insight check.
I'll roll an insight check too. I'm a little sus of this guy. 15.
Damn, I got a 4.
As far as you are able to tell, he is more concerned with his life
Or 7.
that he is. It seems like he's being honest in order to try to preserve his life. And he's he's taking. It seems like he's taking a very weighted risk in giving you this information.
Char is going to look over to Tristan, seeing that Tristan knows more about the Thorngard than he does. Do you have any more questions for him?
I don't think so, but he made good on what he said. I don't think he should die for what he said. And Tristan then looks into his inventory and he pulled out oh no, I thought he had a grip. Never mind. Or something. He starts looking around to see if there's anything around to sort of restrain the spy.
While they're doing this, can Samuel go back and check out that chest?
Which one? You saw one that was over here, but there was one right here, but you weren't aware of this one. This one you were not aware of. But you did see this one before you started combat.
Okay. Can I go check on the other one?
This one?
Yep.
Yes. Okay. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Gotcha. 15.
Okay. And as you're stepping through here, you notice that there is a very well disguised pit with as you're walking through this cloud of fog, and you're able to notice it before you fall in, and you're able to hop across the pit and get to the other side where the chest is.
That was a close one. I'm gonna do a perception check on the chest.
Okay.
$11.
As far as you're able to tell, it looks like any old regular chest.
Then I'm gonna open it up.
Hang on. So as you open it up, you are able to find a vial that has what looks to be mystical water within it. You're not sure what kind of water it is, off right out the gate, but you do see that it's filled with some sort of glowing water.
Cool.
While Tristan and Lavender are dealing with the spy, can Char check the body of the one that we killed?
Sure.
Is there anything of importance on it, or
on the body?
Yes.
You find a dagger, you find a crossbow, and you find one of the medallions that you've already seen before. And a cloak.
Oh, I will take that cloak.
Okay.
At this point, Lavender would just check the living spy for any other weapons and take the medallion. And if he also has a cloak, the cloak as well. I'm guessing it'd be really small, but just kind of like a nice little napkin. And just nod towards Tristan and go, well, little spy, why don't you run out the entrance? Do not try to contact the peers. Do not scream or make another noise, or I will find you.
Oh,
do not bother us again.
Sorry, you also found a smoke bomb on there.
All right, I'll take the smoke bomb. I'll put it in my inventory.
Tristan nods at Lavender after she's just told the spy to scram, and he releases the spy
All right, and this spy gets down and he begins to just hobble off and run as he's clutching his scarred and burning chest.
I see he told us that there's more people within this cavern. We should remain on guard.
Stick close to me, Char.
Char's
Tristan,
gonna
I'll
go-
leave you to yourself.
Char's gonna go closer to Lavender.
Kristen then reminds Char and Lavender that there was that chest that we passed back there, and since seems as if there's no spies in our current vicinity, asks, should we go see what's back there?
Um,
Where's
we have the time.
Samuel? Let's go after Samuel.
And you see Samuel standing on the other side of this clouded floor. Reaching into this chest, and you see that he's holding this vial of unknown liquid.
Would Samuel let us know there's a trap? Or would he just assume we'd notice it?
I'm gonna let Samuel answer that one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't step much further if I were you. The floor might give out.
Lavender would immediately stop and ask, a trap, I suppose?
A crude one, but yes.
Oh, sorry, Samuel. You did a perception check. You see that around you there is bioluminescent moss and a cavern.
It's quite a sight down here.
I must ask, is the bioluminescent the moss something Lavender will see?
Oh yeah, you'd see it.
Yeah, Lavender starts like...
Yeah, so the moss is everywhere. It's all over the cavern walls.
Yeah, Lavender, well, she should have done it earlier, but would start cutting off some pieces of the moss, trying to see if it's edible.
Okay. So I guess, are you immediately just trying to eat it?
Could I do a medicine check? Or a
Sure.
nature check?
Sure.
I'm pretty sure Lavender would have advantage, but I'll always do a nature one.
All right.
This feels like something she would know.
It looks like it's really cool moss that glows.
Yeah, I guess Lavender would just take a bite and put the rest in their pack.
Okay. And as you bite into it, it just tastes like alfalfa.
Yum.
It tastes like it would be very good with some like plain cheese on some bread.
I know I have a unique taste. And then, like, thinking back to the numbing plant. But you should try this. It's somewhat tasty. And I'd hold a piece out to Char.
Char's gonna take the piece and he's going to take a bite.
And to you, it just tastes like really bitter weeds. It's as if, like, you know the taste of, the smell of fresh grass? It kind of tastes like that, but as if it was, like, kind of slimy.
This is really good, Miss Lavender.
Roll a persuasion check? I don't know.
15?
I guess, Lavender, if you want to roll an insight check to see if he's lying to you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I should have done. 11 plus 14.
You kind of like you want to believe that he's telling you the truth, and you're inclined to believe that he is telling you the truth.
I guess Lavender would just smile and then continue cutting the moss and putting it away while everyone else does their business.
Okay. All right.
While this is happening, can Tristan walk back to Honore, and sort of just say to her, "You remember that chest back a few rooms ago? Wanna go see what's in there with me?"
And Korak says, "Oh, I'll go too." 'Cause I'm moving them together, so I'm just making it easy for myself. Okay. And you guys go all the way back there for a second, which is not that far. And
And then
you guys
probably
go.
make perception
As they're
check.
walking back, because I imagine it's taken a few moments, Lavender would just look up, kind of shake her head, and call out to Samuel and Char quietly. We should follow them. It's never good to split up.
Also, this
I've
guy
killed plenty that way.
This guy
Where are they
isn't there
going?
anymore.
There's the chest somewhere behind.
Oh, I'm very interested in that case.
All right, and I'm assuming you jump over the pit again.
Yeah.
Or around.
Or, well, it's covering the whole section of floor, so you just jump across
Oh,
with no
gotcha.
problem.
Yeah, imagine we're like halfway towards them. We're not all the way up.
Okay. And you said you wanted to do a perception check, Tristan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll for perception. As far as you are able to tell, it looks like a regular old chest.
In which case, Tristan goes to open it.
Okay. And you are able to open it with no major issues. And as you reach in, you're able to pull out what looks to be very light, sort of chain link gloves that have various metal parts stuck onto it, and they have random black markings along the metal aspects of it.
Can Tristan look them over and just see what he can do an insight check or something, or what he can discern from these gloves with black markings?
So what are you trying to determine?
Or just to see if there's anything more than meets the eye with these gloves.
Well, as you flip it over, it just has what looks like leather palms on there, and it looks.
Okay.
Let's see, Honore. I'm gonna say Honore does a Arcana check on this, and she says that these gloves are magical.
Okay. In which case, perhaps Tristan turns them over in his hands a few times and then thinks about it and then puts them on.
Okay. And as you put them on, nothing specific happens.
Okay. In which case, he just goes about, turns back around to Honore and Korak and looks back to see where the others have gone to.
All right. And you see that everyone's just kind of following up behind you and meeting up with you.
Is there anything over here that we could see when we were walking past?
You see that there are random bits. There's like random expanses of water spreading throughout the cavern. So,
I'm sorry. Did you see right here? Can you see
so
that?
no,
Gotcha.
this is
Okay.
all this is all water here. But you see that
Gotcha.
there's just big stone walls surrounding these sections.
Gotcha.
So this is all water.
What did you find, Mr. Tristan?
He holds out his palms and he flips them over from the back to the front and says, "These gloves." And Honore seems to think there may be something more to them. I can't sense anything now. What do you think?
Does anybody have identify?
No.
No.
Oh, you know,
Okay.
Honore has identify. And so she casts identify on it and says these gloves allow for increased, so she identifies it as gloves of subtle reach. You gain a +1 to sleight of hand checks, and you are allowed to use minor mage hand for objects that are within 10 feet of you. And it's not usable in combat. So,
Is the mage hand visible or invisible?
it would be visible.
That's pretty neat.
Tristan then asks the others, "Am I the best person to hold on to these, or what do you think?"
They'd be quite interesting to try on, but to each their own. If you'd allow me to use them, I'd be happy, but if not, I do not mind.
Does any of us particularly have a sort of attachment to it?
You can just see Lavender's like not moving, not looking eager, but seems like slightly enthusiastic about it.
Tristan then looks at Lavender, looks back at the gloves, and then he takes them off, looks at her, and says, "All right, you give them a go."
Yeah, Lavender will put him on and just. I mean, how Tristan? How big is Tristan?
Seems a normal human height, probably 5'10", 5'11".
You can see this like 6, 7, like almost 8 foot tall, like 7 foot solid, almost 8 foot tall Eladrin. Just it's the stockiest Eladrin you've ever seen. Just squeeze these gloves onto her hands and just reach out and pat you on the head.
And they fit nicely. They actually stretch out to match the size of your hand, with no problems.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I'll have to pay back the favor soon.
Okay. And I'm assuming you guys
Look
now
after each other.
go back down through this way. All right.
Let's explore the
What
rest
is
of
the
the
equipment?
cabin.
I'm sorry. What is the equipment called again?
It is called the hang on. Gloves of Subtle Reach. Did I put it in the chat? I did not put it in the chat. Hang on, let me put it in the chat. There we go. It is now in the chat.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
As we're walking, Char is gonna go kind of walk next to Samuel. Your name is Samuel, right?
Correct. Samuel Callan, if you want to be formal.
Oh, where are you from?
I was raised in Greenvale. Traveled between Greenvale and Tenio a lot with my family. They were traders.
And you guys would be aware that he's speaking of the Freedom States.
I spent some time in the Freedom States. Have you been to Stonecall often?
This is my first time I've made my way down here. I had a lead that the item I'm looking for could be in this area.
You wouldn't happen to have heard of the Shadows of Garushian, have you?
Don't think that I've heard of them.
Do I believe him?
I don't know, do you?
Can I roll insight?
I mean, if you want.
Oh, I rolled a 6.
As far as you are aware, he is telling you the truth.
Oh.
I try to keep my head down, so I haven't come into contact with too many major players.
I understand. I just wanted to warn you, our little group here, we have people who are kind of hunting us. I just want to give you a heads up.
Oh, thank you. How did your group here come to know each other?
We were sent to investigate an ancient ruin when we tried, we fought a guardian and we lost some party members, but we met Tristan and Nore, and we were deemed with the task to go find this heartstone.
Quite an adventure. My condolences for your lost members.
Thank you. Are you a religious person in any way?
Not particularly, no.
Oh. I was just curious.
My family would occasionally pray to the Fae, but their whims and wills can be... No one can make them out.
I understand.
You just see Lavender smile to herself at that remark, without saying much.
I suppose we should continue on.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like the best place to chat. I agree.
I was like a walk and talk situation.
Okay. Yeah, I'm currently just trying to like manage everything, so
Yeah.
just go ahead and put your stuff where you want it.
Char is always like behind Lavender.
Okay.
Samuel seems pretty oblivious when he's just like walking down the hallway. He doesn't seem very aware of his surroundings.
Okay. And you see Korak kind of wander off on his own and goes over to here, and he hears something, and he kind of backs up to right there.
Mr. Korak, wait up for the rest of us.
Okay. And then he kind of goes, shush, shh, shh. I hear something. I think there's more spies.
Shall we do a perception check?
All right, do a perception check.
I have a not natural
Oh,
20.
fuck. Natural 1 plus 3.
As far as you're able to
Minus
tell,
one.
Lavender, there is nothing around the corner. Same thing with you, Tristan. But Samuel and Char, you guys think you hear something.
There might be something up ahead.
There's definitely something up there.
Do you want me to try and sneak around the corner?
Go ahead. Just stay silent.
Okay, Samuel, can I do a stealth check to try and silently go
Okay.
up there and get a peek at what the sound is?
Sure.
Oh no.
Okay. So, step forward to where you're going to go, and I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw. Everyone needs to roll a Constitution saving throw at this point.
Oh,
DC is going to be 15.
Did not save.
Oof.
come on.
Oof.
Did not save.
Oof.
14. Oh.
No, that's
Okay, is that everyone? I'm assuming that's everyone. And
Yeah.
as you step forward and you cross this specific line, you hear this absolute shrieking sound emanate throughout the cavern, and you guys suffer from 1d4 psychic damage. So roll 1d4s and subtract that
Would
much
this
HP.
count as a charmed condition?
No.
All right, so 1d4.
I'm just gonna say
Um,
1d4 psychic damage, but basically it's just a lot of sound just emanating throughout the entirety of the cavern.
That noise.
where's a 1d? Sorry, where's a 1d4?
Should be the
Bottom
first
left.
one.
Hang on. But Samuel, so you are able to sneak by before you collapse, and you're able to kind of, you have an opportunity to see. I just need you to roll to see if, kind of get an idea of what you actually see.
Perception.
Yeah.
18.
All right, and you see that there are 2 spies sitting here, but they both let's see. Roll dice, 2d20s. Roll. They both also fail the saves, and they're crumpled over in pain with the sound of this shrieking sound.
There's some more guards up this way.
We should take
At
him out
this
quickly.
point, Lavender, this is like the most worst situation for her to be in. It's a screamingly loud sound. We'll just immediately just push straight past Cotton, like straight up, push him aside. Just get it out of the way to get a rage out on something, even though she's not in rage.
Okay, roll for initiative.
Oh, snap. Budge. 9. Oh my god.
12.
But you guys do have sneak attack, so you guys are all going to go first.
Oh,
So we're going to start with, so Tristan has the opportunity to go first. They both took 2 damage from the sound. So,
And Kristen's gonna go up to the closest one,
okay.
which is the one by Lavender.
Yeah, so I'm going to assume
and,
that one's A, and then this one's going to
okay,
be B.
Spy A.
And then
And he's
next,
gonna go for take out the longsword once again and go for a wide swing there.
Okay. Roll the hit. It misses. You hit where their head should be, but he's still crumpled over.
Okay.
If it's sneak attack, no, it's never on. Sorry.
That's I think sneak attack damage applies to rogues. I think, pretty sure.
Yeah, I guess thought of that. Then there's like,
Yeah.
yep.
So, you guys have it. You guys get to go first because it's considered you ambushing them, but you guys don't do. No, sorry, I didn't mean to move you, Char. I meant only to move Korak and Honore. So, and then now it's Lavender's turn. So roll the hit. I'm assuming you're trying to hit him.
Yes, certainly reckless attack.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep in mind the difference, like reckless versus non, but so far it's just been reckless for good reason. Everything's just making Lavender want to just kill everything as fast as possible. So, a 15 and
Okay, that hits.
a 21.
Both of those hit.
And
Are you hitting one or are you hitting one of each?
A
Just both
with
of them on
14
A?
damage. Oh no, it's only one attack. It's 2 rolls for 1 attack.
Okay. So you go up and you stab the first guy right in the stomach and you deal 14 damage and he's very hurt by this hit. Okay. And now it is Char's turn.
Char's just going to move a little bit closer towards Honore, and seeing Lavender strike at Spy A, he's going to, still like kind of like grasping his ear from like the noise, is going to shoot like a fire bolt at Spy A.
Okay. Roll the hit.
That's a 24 to hit.
Okay. Roll for damage.
That's 5 points of damage.
Okay. And you as you fire off this shot, you're able to hit his arm, and it burns his arm up. And he's now screaming from the pain. Then Honore fires off a magic missile. And does 2 damage to Spy A. And then Samuel, what did you get for your initiative?
I think it was a 17.
I don't know why. Hang on. I probably need to adjust this, but yeah. So it's your turn. I'm just gonna say it's your turn now, and then but it's gonna be Tristan and then you and then Lavender because I forgot to change these encounters.
Yeah, just let me know it's my turn and I'll
Yep.
go.
So it's your turn right now.
Above table, how do you handle shooting magic through enemies or through allies? Does that give the enemy does that give the enemy advantage?
If you get a nat 1, you're gonna hit your allies.
Gotcha. But besides that, it doesn't affect
Besides
it.
that, I'm just gonna say it misses. Like I'm not gonna. I don't really allow friendly fire. But if it's plausible that you might hit your enemies and you get a nat 1, then I'm gonna make an exception for that. That's the real consequence for it. In exchange for me doing that, all enemies that get a nat 1 on anything take embarrassment damage. So.
Gotcha. I just know some DMs don't let you to shoot through enemy or through friendly players at an enemy.
I'll just say it flies over their shoulder and it hits the intended target.
Cool.
So
Then I'll move up to here and throw an Eldritch Blast at
Okay.
Spy A.
roll the hit. Okay, you got a dirty 20. That hits. How much for damage? And he dies. And you hit him and you blast his head off with this Eldritch Blast, and he just falls over dead. And
It's
then
like a purple electricity. That's how it looks.
all right. And then Korak jumps into action and tries to swing, and he completely misses and tumbles and hits accidentally smacks into the wall. And then now it is Spy B's turn, and he, after seeing his friend go down, tries to take a swing at Korak. Well, actually, yeah, he's going to take a swing at Korak and does 14 damage to him, and just stabs him right through the torso. And Korak is really hurt at this point.
Oh.
And he has 4 HP left.
Metagaming here, do you want us to let him die?
I mean, if he dies, he dies. I just kind of like... Here's the thing. I want the Claw of Koros to go away as an item. I don't want it to be in the game. So...
Perhaps you could, if he dies, you could just have something happen where some magical effect causes it to self-destruct.
I mean, I
Or some
could
bullshit
do
like
it.
that.
I could do something. I could do some bullshittery.
Okay.
But, you know, I'm also just making it so that this nat 20 doesn't actually go onto you guys and make your life more difficult. So, you know. Anyway, that guy's dead. So now it's Tristan's turn, and then it's Samuel's turn again.
And Spy B, how far away is Spy B? Is that like within walking? Like, can I get there?
You're in 15 feet.
15 feet.
Yeah, the furthest
In
guy
which
away is
case-
Samuel, and he's 30 feet away. So, you know, all of you can reach this spy for your turn.
Okay. Alright, so in which case he's gonna walk up to this, or make his way over to this spy. He's just like taking a chunk out of his ally, and he goes for another longsword attack.
Okay, go ahead and roll at advantage, because he has his back turned to you.
Okay.
So you hit no matter what. Yep,
Yeah.
you hit, so just roll for damage. Alright, and you take a big ol' swing at his back, and he takes 10 points of damage as you slice his back. And he's now hurting. And now it is Samuel's turn.
Oh, sorry. I was muted. I will move up here and cast Eldritch Blast on the remaining spy.
Okay, roll the hit. It lands. Roll for damage. Yeah, and you fire off another Eldritch Blast, and you hit him right at the base of his neck. It doesn't, and you can see his skin and body just start to like kind of disintegrate underneath the Eldritch Blast, but you know he's not dead.
And I will end my turn.
Okay. And now it is Lavender's turn.
Yes, I'm assuming the spy's definitely not doing well.
Oh yeah, no, you
do
can tell
a-
that he's in very bad shape.
Yeah, another reckless attack, so 17 and 15 to
Okay.
hit.
And then, are you trying to kill him? Because I imagine you're going to do more than two damage.
Yes, I mean, yeah, just aiming for his head.
Okay.
11.
All right, and you go forward with your blade, and you lop his head off, and he just crumples over, and combat is over. Let's see.
Well, I don't believe these were the ones that caused the scream, do you?
I don't think so either.
No, they seem pretty shaken up by it as well.
Do we know what caused the scream?
I do not believe so. I've never encountered something like this, at least to my memory. I would be inclined to leave. It's certainly not my place, but we're adventurers, and I guess I kind of slap Tristan on the back. So we'll
Which,
continue
because of
forward.
her strength, he sort of stumbles a bit and looks up and nods encouragingly, and yeah, they are.
Okay.
At this point, Lavender, I think, would think ahead, use the cloak she got, and start like trying to cut little strips to put in her ears.
Okay, and you see a chest right there. And then from the bodies, you're able to find a dagger. I'm just, for the sake of everything, you guys are able to find a dagger of wounding on this guy, smoke bomb, and dark weave cloak. So
What is a dark weave cloak?
hang on, let me put this in. These are all of these items, you find them on each of these spies.
Uh,
And I'm just gonna say Honore uses identify on all this stuff, so you know exactly what they do.
yes.
So
If there's two of them, I'd just grab one of the cloaks and put it on. Leave the rest for everyone else.
Would you guys
Oh,
mind
and
if I
I-
took the other cloak?
yeah, so I
Yeah.
mean, all of you have a cloak at this point because you've killed
Oh.
at least 6.
Yeah.
So
So a cloak and a dagger each, I guess. A smoke bomb, a cloak and dagger. Or get stripped out.
and then you guys have smoke bombs.
Yes. I would Lavender has a little bit of a rope, I believe. Or a net, so I think it's fair to say. Aaron is now I'm completely just fucking like I'm straight up ripping it off a webtoon. Just attaching Aaron to Aaron the Vreck to a piece of rope. Just to make a makeshift weapon for later.
Okay.
Just using it as a belt kind of. Just this giant Eladrin, kind of like fall colors, more brown than golden. Just in a black cloak, just and around her waist, like carrying a sword, but around her waist is just this rope with a brick on the end. Like the most nonchalant thing.
Okay.
And now with things in her ears. Hear shit.
All right. So at this,
I'm sorry, I may have misunderstood. Were there multiple daggers or just one dagger of
So-
wounding?
you guys would have collected 6 daggers so far.
Gotcha.
Oh, each.
So everyone gets 1 each.
One dagger, one cloak.
Korak is not interested because he likes his Claw of Koros. So he doesn't want one. Which is his Claw of Koros is currently uncharged. But that's not a big deal.
Is it like heavy?
What, the Claw of Koros?
Yeah. If he's like putting the arm on Char.
Huh?
If he's like putting the claw of Koros on Char's, does it like feel heavy on my shoulder?
No, he's not trying to grab you or anything. He just
Oh, okay.
so. But anyway, they say let's continue forward.
I suppose we should. Now
And
that
you
we all have
see,
this-
and you see a chest right here, by the way.
Lavender would stand back, watch what everyone else is doing, stand in the passageway between.
There is nothing. I mean, as far as you're able to tell, there's nothing on the ground. It's just there is a chest right there.
Does
During
the chest look suspicious?
Okay, roll a perception check. See if it looks suspicious.
It's not 20 plus 5.
It looks like a regular chest.
Char's gonna open it.
Okay. And you are, as you reach in, you are able to find, Honore identifies it. It is a twilight lantern.
Oh.
What's that?
It illuminates invisible creatures within 20-foot radius when held up. Has 3 charges. It recharges 1 charge per night if left under moonlight.
That seems perfect for Char.
Oh.
You worship that moon goddess,
Yes.
don't you?
I do, but I think we're fighting right now.
Well, maybe
I
if you use this and think and keep her in your thoughts, she may look down upon you a bit more happily.
I hope so. Maybe I could use it to host a vigil or some sort.
I'll just hand, and from my bag, I'd hand Char one of Selune's flowers. I forget what it's called. Just pretty wilted at this point.
The tear of Selune.
Yeah, Tear Selune. And you notice, Char would notice suspiciously at, like, towards the bottom, there's a small chunk taken out of it as if it was bitten off. It's like, perhaps you can use this as an offering.
I will gladly take it. Char takes the bit in Salune's tear. we should continue onward.
Okay.
During this time, I'm going to cast Find Familiar through Pact of the Chain to summon a Sphinx of Wonder.
Okay. And what does that do?
It's just a familiar that I have control of.
Okay.
It's
What is what is it called?
Find
No, the
Familiar.
familiar.
It's
What is the
a
familiar?
Sphinx of Wonder. It's like a cat that looks like it's made out of a nebula.
I just looked it up. That's so pretty. Lavender would instantly just go over, start petting it, or trying to pet it. I'm not sure how welcoming it would be.
It would
Yes.
jump out of the way.
Yeah.
Is that yours, Mr. Samuel?
It is. He's hopeful in my travels.
Oh, does he have a name?
His name is Hobbes.
Hobbes. Char's gonna like kind of crouch down and try to like attract Hobbes towards him.
Maybe animal handling?
Yep. Do an animal handling check, or I mean, I don't know. Is Hobbes?
Yeah, Hobbes is gonna go over to Char then.
Okay.
Oh, no, I
Char's-
got a 16.
And once Char's calmed him down
Yeah.
a little bit, he warms up to Lavender.
You guys see Lavender's, like, the brightest smile she's had so far on her face.
What
Just
is
being
her-
like, I'd love a pet like this. It's so beautiful. It reminds me of the night sky and the woods I call home.
It is so beautiful. What does Hobbes feel like? Is it like fur or is it like?
Yeah, it's like fur. I'm having a hard time finding the right words to describe it. It looks ethereal, but it's still something you can touch and interact with.
So soft.
He looks back and just goes, meow.
I imagine Lavender is just going to start pulling out flowers and moss to try to offer to the cat. But obviously, because it's a cat, it's like,
It
fuck
does
off.
not seem interested.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. It also has wings. I forgot to
Oh,
Yeah.
mention that.
It's like a tressum, but more fairyish. Very familiar.
wow.
So
Never seen anything like this.
Lavender would stand up, like, kind of have to some point of view. Sphinxes never loved me. I've been quite unlucky with them.
He's been a
Although-
good companion on my travels.
I did have one once, long, long ago. But since then, I've never been. They've never warmed up to me since.
Well, he seems to like you.
All right, and then let's move forward. Just keep your little boy safe, all right?
Okay.
He can handle
If you-
himself. Let's continue.
Yeah.
All right. And then as you guys step through this particular space, I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Fudge. 6.
4.
All right. And Char, I'm going to give you an option to kind of protect yourself here because you actually have a shield. You'd need to roll a performance check.
Oh. 5. Oh.
So as you guys step through this, this next part of the cavern, you see some rocks tumbling from the ceiling, kind of come down, and everyone's able to get out of the way and dodge it, except for Lavender and Char, who take 1d6 damage.
Damn. That's
All right. Oh my god.
And Char, it hits you in the head, and you kind of fall down, and you have a bump on your head now. And Lavender, it kind of just hits your leg and stubs your toe.
Yes. I would pushing healings. How many do I have? Let me see. I have one push to be healing, and I'm just going to give it straight up to Char.
Oh, it's okay, Miss Lavender. I have plenty of potions of healing.
And just like the most mellow bear energy, just refuses to stop, like not saying a word, just taking off a cap and just pouring it directly onto Char, like
Oh.
trying to get it in his mouth.
At a certain point, Char just accepts it, and he just drinks the potion.
Could we add a token for the familiar because it does
Sure.
work? It does work in combat.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw, but I posted the
companions?
stat block in the chat.
It's I think you'll need to add a companion to your player sheet, character sheet, because
Gotcha.
right now it's not showing any companions available.
I wonder how you do that.
So add and manage companions through the extras tab on the character sheet for them to appear here.
Gotcha.
So if you need help with that, I can help you with that later. Otherwise, what I could do is I could just do this. So now you have a second token. So you have two Samuels, and I'm just going to assume it's right next to you. So all you got to do is just take your little mouse thing and then just make a box over it, and you can move both at once.
Just so you know, I did just add it to my extras to my familiar.
There we go. There we go. Sphinx of Wonder.
Oh, it's so small.
Okay.
How much do I heal for?
It's I believe it's 2d4 plus 2.
Should I roll that? 2d4 plus 2. Oh, nice.
So you get heal for 9 points of damage.
Thank you, Miss Lavender.
I guess Lavender would just pat his head and then stand back up, just noticeably a little bloodied, but, well, 23 out of 29, so a bit bloodied, but not paying attention to it.
Are you sure you're okay, Miss Lavender?
Yes,
And with
yes,
this
I'll be fine.
conversation, Kristen walks over to Lavender and just puts a hand on, well, whatever's at, shoulder height, which is probably her knee. And he uses.
Hold on, would it races Tristan's human, right?
Yes.
So probably up to like the highest point of his head would be up to her middle, or a little higher.
Okay. So he just puts a hand on her middle, and he uses lay on hands to help to replenish 4 points of health.
Right. Kickless Nate says, "Come, adventurers, we must continue on. I think we're getting close to the artifact, I believe." And Korak just rolls his eyes during this.
Lavender would smile at Tristan and not hear a word Nicolas Cage said because of the things in her ears, but just follow along with everyone else.
Okay. All right.
She'd just kind of mutter to Char, "Damn, I forgot he was here."
And ahead of you, you see right in this particular area. Oh, sorry. You see a big cloud of fog that's blocking your path.
Does it look magical?
It looks like a cloud of fog. You can do an Arcana check. You can do... Honora says it looks magical, according to her Identify Magic.
Yes, Arcana check, so let's see. Oh, 7, 9 total.
I don't have good Arcana. 5.
Okay. It looks like a regular cloud to you. She says it's magical. You're not sure what it does, but this is the way forward.
How about I send Hobbes through first? I often use him as a scout.
Okay. You have a
Very well.
That sounds good.
So so with checks, how does Hobbes work? Is it just does he operate off of your stats?
He has his own stats.
Okay.
And
so
before this happens, can Tristan just interject and cast guidance? So he if Hobbes is going to go through, he kneels down, touches Hobbes, and adds a D4 to an ability check that is about to take place.
Okay. Is it a check or a save?
It's it's a check.
It's a skill check, I believe, specifically.
So this is going to be a wisdom save.
Oh, okay, so possibly. So he'll use it because Tristan just wanted to be helpful, and it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
A+ for effort.
So the save, the DC is 13.
Minus 12. So it fails.
Okay. And you see Hobbes kind of wander around in circles.
Do we see Hobbes wander?
You don't
Or
see
is this-
Hobbes at all. You think Hobbes is in this cloud of fog.
How's Hobbes, Mr. Samuel?
No, let me find out. Hobbes, how are you? I'm okay.
Oh.
Can't find my way out of this cloud of fog.
Should we try to help him?
I'm
I
gonna
can chuck
go
Aaron
forward.
at him if
Okay.
it would work.
Do a Constitution saving throw. All right, and you don't feel disoriented by this fog, but you do find Hobbes, and Hobbes seems confused.
Gotcha.
Oh, did I do
At this point,
Constitution or
Lavender
is
would
it
just-
Wisdom? I don't know.
You had me do Constitution.
For Hobbes?
No, I think you had me do Wisdom for Hobbes.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you got a 15, so you passed anyway. So it's
Gotcha.
But yeah, so you're able to get in, and you don't feel any of the effects from this cloud.
Well, it doesn't seem to be doing anything to me, but I'd be careful. It seems to have some sort of magic inebriation effect on Hobbes.
Okay.
Lavender would just immediately march straight in.
Char, when Lavender goes in, Char's gonna kind of like, not like hold her to stop her, but kind of like hold her to like let her guide him, just in case so they can kind of like be together.
At that point, Lavender would just straight up pick up Char. It's kind of like I don't know how to describe
Like
it. Like
luggage, just
yeah, kind of holding him under her arm,
okay.
just pointed straight
All right.
ahead,
Do
kind of like a
do,
marching.
do wisdom. I need you guys to do wisdom saving throws.
Oh, does it count as charmed?
No.
All right, I guess I have to keep asking. 7.
19.
All right. So Lavender, you believe that the way out is like walking in circles, and Char, you can tell that she's walking in circles. And Tristan, you are following Lavender because
Oops, sorry.
I mean, yeah.
I'm imagining Char is just going to go like, just point Lavender in the right direction.
Miss Lavender, we're going in circles. I
But
don't know
Lavender,
if know
you
that.
believe that he's not telling you the truth. don't-
Nonsense.
You don't think he's telling you the truth, and then Tristan, you are following Lavender because you think Lavender's actually you're going in the opposite way of Lavender. You think she's going the wrong way, but you're also just walking in circles. And you're
Could Char do a persuasion check at advantage? Since I usually believe Char.
can Char do a persuasion check?
Yeah, at advantage.
Yes.
And I do an insight check, right?
Not natural 20 and... Okay, so a 20.
So you. Oh yeah, so you still got
A
the.
22 on insight.
So you just
Come
don't
on.
believe him at all. You like. You think that he's lying to you.
Miss
Char,
Lavender.
why are you making this so difficult?
I'm gonna grab Hobbes and move out of the circle with him.
Okay, and then as you do that, you realize Hobbes comes to and realizes that now that he's out of this fog, that oops, didn't mean to do that. That he you know this was that it's a mist that kind of like makes you go just try to trick you into just go walking in circles. It's meant to be as a trapping mechanism to keep people ensnared within the circle.
I do believe, being a Ladrin who's experienced a lot of fate trickery, at this point, Lavender would start trying to do another check. I'm not sure which one it would be. Just to be like,
it's
wait,
not
this
fate
doesn't make sense.
trickery.
Or it's yeah, so never mind. Well,
Um,
that's something we learned.
It's sort of it's like it's so almost like a celestial fog.
Mm.
as Char's being carried by Lavender, and like beneath her shoulder, and he kind of knows which way he's going. When Lavender is kind of making like a turn, can Char like kind of like shoot a firebolt in like the direction that like he knows we're supposed to be going?
I mean, you can.
I'm gonna shoot a
A bit of
firebolt.
metagaming. Char, do you have minor illusion?
I don't have minor
Oh
illusion.
shit, never mind.
Honore has minor illusion, and I'm gonna just say Honore gets out just fine, and she casts
I
minor
would-
illusion.
Just to keep casting like annoying sounds in a certain direction.
She casts the sound of a songbird in the direction of the other side.
Char
Yeah,
can
Lavender
also-
was.
Char can cast thaumaturgy 30 feet, and I can make a phantom sound. So I'm also going to make a noise happen like towards like Samuel, maybe like a cat or something, like meowing really loud or screeching.
Wonderful. And Lavender was sprint. Like
And-
not even walk,
okay.
sprint.
And,
And
then,
he's, like,
as
switched
you
to hot with
exit,
Char.
you realize you've been walking in circles.
Lavender, I don't know any curse
And-
words in Elf just starts swearing like under her breath as she sets Char down.
And then you realize Tristan's still kind of stuck in the fog.
Apologies, Char.
No, that's okay, Miss Lavender. We should try to help Tristan.
Oh, I know how to solve this. And I think Lavender would just pull out the rope with Aaron attached to the end and just go, well, if he holds onto the rope. And so she would just, without finishing her thought, we just toss Aaron at Tristan.
Okay.
Not too hard, but just obviously a bit hard.
Okay, so you throw Aaron. I need you to make a performance check, and then if it doesn't meet a 10, then I need
21.
Okay, well you're able to throw the rock, the Aaron into the middle of this cloud, and Tristan, you see this rope sitting here in front
And I
of you
will point
attached
out
to Aaron.
a brick with a stone with with little eyes just scribbled on it. And yeah, I guess the fragments of honey, just some leftover bee remains.
Which Tristan, in his circles, comes across this rope with this brick and these eyes, looks down at it, and sort of picks up the rope. And I think when this happens, Lavender sort of can sense that he's picked it up.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, I'm assuming so.
And so she yanks super hard, and Tristan comes flying. He's picked up off of the ground, flying out of this thing, and lands prone outside of this smoke, outside of this fog, on the floor.
Okay.
And he just looks up, still holding onto this rope, looks up at like this 8-foot, 7-foot Eladrin, and just like in bewilderment as to what's just happened, still completely shocked.
Okay. And you see Kickless Nage walk through the fog with no problems. Like, that was a very interesting experience. That was a very unique fog. And you see one of his baubles is like glowing specifically and then it dims as he exits the fog.
I think it would be obvious to everyone around that Lavender at this point is just like getting really close to just grabbing onto Kickless Nage, but is restraining herself. It's not sure entirely why. It's like seems like she just desperately wants to hurt him or something.
And then now I need all of you to roll for initiative.
Oh, what?
16.
Ooh, 22.
All right, and you are getting ambushed. So, let's see, auto roll initiative for. Okay, so spy.
You might have to roll initiative for Hobbes. I'm not sure how to do that.
Oh, hang on. I didn't. Let me go ahead and restart this. Let me make an edit to it. Edit. Manage characters. Add character. I'm just gonna say level 3. Okay. Or you know what? Let's just do this. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Okay, well, that... Manage characters. Add character. Level 3. Save. Well, that didn't do anything. Well, I guess you're gonna have to do manual rolls.
That's fine.
So
I can manage that.
So, are you guys able to roll initiative again? I'm sorry. It deleted all the initiative rolls.
All right.
Oh man, that was so good. Okay.
Mine was originally 16 and now it's 3.
Okay,
Mine
well,
was 22 and it's 12.
22.
And mine was 17, now 6.
Okay, well, I'm gonna make you guys all good initiatives. So there we go.
Samuel was 16 and
All right.
Hobbes was 7.
So now, well, all right. So, spy A, because these are all spies. They're well, I mean, I guess you don't know that they're spies because they're sitting in a cloud of fog at the moment, a regular looking cloud of fog, not a magical looking cloud of fog. Fires off a crossbow bolt at Lavender, and he gets an 18 to hit.
All right, that hits.
Okay, and he does 4 damage. You see a crossbow bolt fly out, and it kind of cuts you along the shoulder.
All right, yes, did that. All right.
Okay, and then the second one fires off a shot towards Char, and gets a 15 to hit.
That misses.
And that flies by his head, and kind of like flies right through Kickless Nage's hat, and it pins the hat against the wall, and he turns around and starts chasing after his hat back in the fog. Oopsies, didn't mean to do that. Wait. That's cool. I didn't realize that was a thing. Oh my goodness.
What?
I pressed the space bar, and it just automatically rolled. All right, that's cool.
Good, neat.
Anyway, didn't know that. So, okay, this one is going to be, so he gets 18, and he is shooting at Tristan, and he gets an 18.
AC is 18, so is that...
So it hits. So he has to meet an 18 in order to hit you.
Okay, sure.
So, and he does 3 damage.
Okay.
And this bolt just hits you in the chest, but your chain it hits you with a lot of force, but your chainmail keeps it from penetrating your skin. Okay. And then now, Char, you get your chance to retaliate.
Seeing this happen, Char is going to try to firebolt one of the spies.
Okay.
Whichever one hit Lavender.
So
I don't know.
that'd be A, which is this one right here. So roll the hit.
That is a 19.
Okay, so it hits. Roll for damage.
5 points of fire damage.
Okay, and you fire off your firebolt, and you hit him right in the arm that's holding this crossbow, and he drops the crossbow, and he takes 5 damage. And then now it's Honore. Honore decides to use magic missile, and she does 2 damage, which is not a lot, on Spy A. Then now it's Lavender's turn. No, Tristan's turn.
And Tristan will...
And you can
that
hit.
reach over.
You can hit spy A. You can't hit B. You're a little bit out of range of B, and
I
C
think
is a
you
little bit too
skipped
far.
Hobbes.
Oh, I guess
So-
Hobbs' turn. Hobbs' turn. Hobbs
Okay.
can. How fast does Hobbs go?
40 feet of movement.
Okay.
Flight.
Then how far is the reach?
Just for like a claw attack.
Yeah.
I assume it's
Is-
just touch.
Well, is it
yeah,
melee?
melee.
Well, is it 5 feet in reach, or what is the reach?
The action says rend melee attack roll +5 reach 5 feet.
Okay, so Hobbs can hit one of the spy A or B.
Gotcha. He'll go up and hit spy A, I guess.
Okay.
If that's the first one right there.
So roll the hit.
And it's a +5. So I'm just gonna roll a custom die. And a 20. So one.
Did you roll?
Sorry, I guess the first one didn't show up. 1d4
So
plus 3, so 5 total.
So you gotta wait. So 5 damage,
Yes,
and the roll to hit was a 20, right?
correct.
Okay, so he takes 5 damage. So this you see this you're familiar, run up and take a big old swipe at this guy's legs, and you see him scratch his ankles, and like makes these long deep cuts down his legs. And then now it's Lavender's turn. Wait, no, it's Tristan's turn. Tristan's turn. Sorry, Tristan, then Lavender,
and-
then Samuel.
Kristen takes out a javelin from this distance and just chucks it at spy A.
Okay. Does that require any specific? Okay, so that hits. Roll for damage. All right, and you see this javelin go right into his stomach, and he, kind of like leans forward as in shock.
And sorry, I'm just looking through.
And then, are you gonna move at all?
I think I'm pretty happy where I am. Yes, I'm happy where I am.
Sorry, Tristan, I missed that. Are you moving, or
No, I'm happy where I am.
you're happy where you're at? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So Lavender, it's your turn.
Yes. Going straight up to, trying to run straight up to them.
Okay.
I think they would be close enough. Just going towards the middle.
Okay. So we're going at
Uh,
B.
Yeah. Let's see.
And you can see that Spy A is super hurt. It's like he's hurting real bad. B
No,
is super fresh. C is also super fresh.
I think I would use topple. If you hit a creature with a battle axe, no, I don't have an axe. Sorry.
You don't have an axe yet.
But yeah, I will use graze, or I will try to use graze. If your
Okay.
tackle with a greatsword misses a creature, you can deal damage to it equal to the ability modifier used to make the attack. This damage is the same type dealt by the greatsword, and it can only be increased by increasing the ability modifier.
Okay.
So for against B, I suppose it would be a reckless attack,
Okay.
since she was injured. 9 and 18
Okay. So it hits.
with an 18 damage.
All right. So you hit B, and you take a massive swing at him, and you're able to like shove the sword right into his gut, and as you pull it out, you take out one of his ribs.
Yeesh, damn.
I
That
guess
is
let's see.
disgusting.
Man.
Okay, and now it is Samuel's turn.
Okay. He will move up to here and cast Eldritch Blast on Spy A.
Okay, roll the hit. It hits. I'm guessing you're gonna kill him because you're gonna do double damage here. Yeah, no. So as you fire off this Eldritch Blast, you see him just kind of disintegrate into your Eldritch Blast, and he dies. He just
Is there
crumbles
a
into
way
dust.
to auto roll double damage? I know you
Uh,
can auto roll at advantage and disadvantage.
I think there's a way to do it. Hang on, let me take a. Are you looking at it on PC or on your mobile?
PC.
On PC, yeah. Because if you get if you get a nat 20, it should automatically add it on. But manage custom. Hang on. Let's see. Yeah, no, I'm not sure. I'd have to.
Well,
I'd have
I
to
don't
look
mind
at it.
rolling twice.
Yeah, I'd have to look at it. But you kill them with even just half of it. So this guy is now dead. This one
And
disappears.
I'll use up the rest of my movement. Can I make it up to about there?
Sure. And Honore moves forward. Korak runs up and throws his axe at the spy. At spy B, he gets a 12 to hit, which lands, and he deals 1d8, and he does 5 damage, and he kind of lands it right on his leg and prevents him from moving. And he's very hurt. And Spy B then tries to take his blade out and tries to hit Lavender. Gets a 19 to hit.
Yeah, it definitely hits.
And he scrapes. Yeah, he mostly just like hits you with the force of the blade, and tries to drag it along your. Are you wearing armor?
No.
Okay, so he took the sword out backwards and just kind of hit you with the blunt end of the blade, and then kind of like nicked you with the blade.
How much damage?
3.
All right.
Right. And
Yeah,
Then,
Lavender's just a little pissed, but nothing else.
all right, and then this guy kind of retreats back a little bit further, and then fires off a bolt at.
Oh, can I do an attack of opportunity?
No, he's facing you and he's walking backwards, and you don't have a attack of opportunity on this guy.
Oh.
So he's still facing you, and he jumps backwards and fires off a crossbolt at you. He gets a 17 to hit,
Hits again.
and he does 3 damage. And this
All right.
arrow flies by, and it slices up your arm.
All right, down to 17 out of 29.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Yep.
Okay. All right, and then we go back to the top. We are back to Char.
Char is going to move up towards here. I don't know what to do. He's going to hold his amulet of Selune. He's gonna like think about it dispelling and try to hold like faith in Selune, and he's going to cast Healing Word on Lavender.
Okay.
That That'd be 8 points.
Okay,
of healing.
subtract 4.
4 points of healing.
Yeah, you can tell that for despite your efforts to try to want to resolve this, she's still upset with you, and she's probably not going to be happy with you for the entire duration of your time in this cavern.
4, right?
Yep, you heal for
Yes.
4 points, and you see these scratches and these some of your wounds start to patch up and close up.
Char looks at the amulet for a brief second and kind of like moves it aside a little bit, and then he begins to cast Firebolt at the spy B.
Okay, so your healing spell was a bonus action?
Yes.
Okay. So roll the hit.
Wait, we can do 2 magic actions on a turn.
Well, the
Firebolt's a cantrip, I think. So.
hang on. Let me double check
That's still
your
a
healing
magic
spell though.
action.
Oh, it is.
It's a here.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? It's still. Can't you do 2? It's a bonus and a regular.
Healing word is a bonus action.
I thought
Yeah.
it's just.
So
Yeah,
it,
but
so
the
it
rule-
doesn't. Yeah. So with it being a bonus action, he can do healing word and he can do.
I think it's just like you can't spend 2 spell slots per turn, if I remember correctly. So it's like you can't cast a bonus action
Yeah.
spell and cast a action spell, but you can cast like an action spell and still take like a bonus action. As long as you don't use 2 spell slots, I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
If I remember.
So you can because it's a bonus action, he can cast the 2 spells back to back.
Gotcha.
Or Firebolt's a cantrip. But 20 to hit.
Okay. Well, it hits. How much damage does it do?
That is 8 points of damage.
All right.
8 points of fire damage.
And you see him kind of just disintegrate underneath this flame, and you see his face just melt, and he falls down dead.
Woohoo!
All right, and then Nore decides, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and peek around the corner here and fire off another magic missile, which does 4 damage to the guy that's trying to hide and run away. And she blasts him, and she successfully knocks away the crossbow. And then I'm assuming it's now Hobbes' turn.
Gotcha. Would Tristan be next normally?
Yes.
Yeah. He will.
Oh, this
move
one's
over
dead.
here.
That one's dead.
Oh, my bad.
So this is the last. This one here is the last one.
Gotcha. Then he'll fly around there and bite at him.
Okay.
Or scratch at him, I guess. For damage.
Okay. You see him bite at his other arm to try to prevent him from pulling out a weapon, and he takes 4 damage. And this spy takes 4 damage in the process.
Oh, my bad. I didn't roll the hit, did I?
No.
Never mind. I'm guessing that doesn't hit 7.
So he tries to bite at his other arm, and he misses and kind of rolls out of the way.
And
Okay.
that's the end of his turn.
I think my cat heard something about cats and he got jealous, and now he's just kind of sitting here on my lap. Alright, so it is Tristan's turn. You are
So can Tristan,
kind of far away.
get up to over here?
Yeah, so you
Is
can
that
retrieve your
throwing
javelin
distance?
from the guy you threw it at.
Yeah, can I do that?
Yep.
Retrieve the javelin and then let's lob it at Spy C over
Okay.
there.
Roll the hit. Alright, so that hits. Alright. And you chuck hit at him, and you knock out his leg, and he falls flat on his face, prone.
Fabulous. Um, and do we know how shape he is? He's prone, but is he still with us? Is he still
Oh yeah, no,
fighting,
he's
or
still
is he?
alive. He's
Okay.
very hurt, but he's still relatively healthy. You know,
Okay.
like 11 out of 27 kind of
Hmm.
situation.
Okay.
All right, and then
Yeah.
all right.
That's my turn.
Okay, so then it is Lavender's turn.
Yes, going straight for the dude. Another reckless attack.
Okay.
So, well, 825, so I'm sure that hits.
Yep, that hits.
I was doing no nat. Okay, so I guess 25. All right, and then let's see. 10 damage.
Okay, and then you go up to him and you just take your blade and you slice it down his back, and you know, as he's falling, and you do 10 damage to him. And
Yeah, that would
at this
be-
point he is now very hurt, and he's starting to scream at this point.
Yeah, I guess getting a little bit frustrated. But besides that, just end the turn.
Okay, now it is Samuel's turn.
Samuel is going to cast Firebolt on the remaining spy.
Okay, roll the hit.
Or sorry, Eldritch Blast. I said the wrong word.
Okay, well it hits, and you kill him. So you see his head just explode like a balloon.
Wow.
As you deal 10 damage to his remaining 1 HP.
And end of turn.
Okay, and that's it. And he disappears and dies. And you recover 3 more blades, 3 more cloaks, and 3 more smoke bombs.
Do we have short rests right now? I don't know how many we have left.
You guys have not used a short rest yet, but you see Kicklesnage come back up. Says, we're very close. I know we're very close. We're just around the corner, I think. Pretty sure. As he's looking at his notebook of random scribbles and scratches.
Lavender would take the plugs out of your ears and just go, be that as it may, we will be stopping now. I do not plan to, if this is another beehive like before, I'll be quite furious. Let us at least rest before we find the treasure.
Okay. And you guys rest for an hour. And you guys are able to take a short rest.
All right.
All right. Why is my sound not working?
All right.
Nice.
There we go. That's better.
Yeah.
So, you guys take your short rest, and at this point, you have most of the cavern uncovered. And Kicklesnage is antsy, and he wants to continue. He says, "Adventures, I think it's time for us to continue
yeah.
on."
Oh yeah, short rest resets HP to max. Or how much does it heal?
I believe it's.
I did. Yeah, I messed something up.
Hang on.
I believe it's your hit die plus
Short
something.
rest heal amount 5e. 2d10 plus 4.
Yeah, so
Hang
yeah,
on. So it's 2d10 plus Constitution modifier.
all right, thanks. 10 and all right, yeah, I've healed up to full.
All right. All right, and Kickless, go for it.
No, it's okay. I can mention it later.
No, you can mention it now.
To the
It's
left.
fine.
I'm pretty sure during short rests, you regain HP equal to the number plus your con modifier. of your hit die?
Yeah.
I don't know that
So
it's
so it's
flat
it's
2d10.
it's well no, it's 2d10 plus con modifier. Or
Okay.
1d10 plus con modifier. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But like
Yeah.
like I've told everyone before, my goal is to traumatize you, not kill you. So, if you were to heal up to full, it wouldn't hurt my feelings.
All right, all right.
So,
So I assume, Nicholas, we take the left path, or where do we move?
Kickless. Well, yes, well, I believe we're almost there according to my notes. And he opens his book up to look at his notes.
Have you been here before, Mr. Kickless?
No, I have never been here before. But I take very good notes. I'm very adept as a scholar.
Who is this guy you have following you?
And he has his book open for pretty much everyone to see, and he's just flipping through his pages.
I'm just imagining there's nothing written down. It's just scribbles.
So, well, yeah, you see that there's stuff written down there.
Well
Mr.
done, let us
Samuel, I really couldn't tell you who Mr. Kickless is.
Okay. So I will let you guys move your characters as you want. I'm gonna go ahead and move Korak and Honore. And then you come up this way, and so you see a skeleton and a dead guy right over there. You see a bit of cloud, but you see nothing over here on this end. Okay. And then
Lavender would inspect the skeleton, see if there's anything interesting on it.
alright, do an investigation check.
All right, let's see.
You don't find
6.
anything of particular interest. You see, like, maybe some rusted gear that wouldn't be worth all that much. Nothing worth salvaging.
Yeah, Lavender gets continues forward then.
Okay.
Char is still following Lavender.
Alright, and Kickless, leading the way, comes up to this particular thing right here, and you see this big old wall with various platforms, and in front of these platforms you see stones of varying sizes. You see 4 different platforms, and then you see 3 different stones sitting on the ground. And you on the particular wall, you see characters written along the wall. Hang on. And you see that the runes that are on this wall are written in Draconic.
I can speak Draconic. Do I know what they say?
Yep. So you read it and you relay to the party. 4 stones lie in shadows deep, a secret kept where silence sleeps. Order them right from light to great, lest failure strike and seal your fate. The first, a feather cast in stone, floats on air when left alone. The second holds a storm inside, thunderstorm roars when weights collide. The third, a heart of iron's will, steady, strong, and never still. The last, a giant's burden heft, grounds the earth with power left. Place them true from breeze to boulder, or face the wrath of cavern's holder.
Would you mind posting that in the
Sure.
chat? Thanks.
Can you say what we see again?
So you see in front of you oopsies, yes, this one. You see in front of you, that there are 4 platforms, and you see, and in front of those platforms, you see 3 different stones of different sizes. You see, like, 1 medium, 1 relatively larger, and then 1 really big boulder.
Well, I suppose it's empty, then small, medium, large. Or does anyone else have a better idea?
What's called? I mean, I
Ah, perhaps you should use your lantern. Korak. Fuck Char. Yeah.
That whole phrase was beautiful.
Yeah.
I can try, and Char's gonna pull out the twilight lantern
Okay.
and have it illuminate.
All right. And as far as you're aware, it does not reveal anything.
Nothing to reveal, Miss Lavender.
Well, then I suppose. Can we just take a closer look at the stones?
Sure.
Are they just regular
Maybe it would be
stones?
a good idea.
Huh?
Are they just regular stones?
They have varying sizes to it. But they look like they're unnatural stone.
Mm.
You said there's only
Maybe it would
3.
be.
That you can only see 3 currently.
Lavender, perhaps use your mage, your gloves to keep a distance between us and these unnatural stones.
Yes, I'm inclined to, but perhaps we should come back to this. There's 3 very obvious stones.
And
But what about the
Kickless is
last?
throwing a fit. He says, "I know it's behind here. I know it is. We must solve this."
The first a feather
Sammy-
cast in stone. It's lighter than air, so it cannot be any of these 3 that are here. I would be saying that it's nothing, but I'm not sure about that.
And Kickless says, "Maybe it's towards the ceiling."
Oh, fuck's sake. I just look straight up.
And towards the ceiling, you see a similar looking stone that's just, a bit up there.
Lavender is just going to physically facepalm for a second, then cast Mage Hand to get the stone.
Okay? And you realize that the mage hand is just out of reach, as the cavern ceiling is about 25 feet high from the ground. So you would make it about 17 feet. So you need to find a way to get 8 more feet in distance.
Anyone have any brilliant ideas?
Perhaps Samuel could have Hobbes fly up there?
That's a good idea. Hobbs going up there. See if you can knock that thing loose. Does it look like the stone is attached to the ceiling, or
No, it just looks like it's
It's-
floating.
Oh, gotcha.
And that the only thing preventing it from flying away is the fact that there's a ceiling.
Is the fact that what?
There is a ceiling.
Oh.
Then Hobbs will fly up there and try to kind of pull it down.
Okay? And he's able to bring it down with no issues at all. And it's not a heavy stone. On the contrary, it's a very light stone, but it's also not trying to fly away all that much. But you do have to hold it upside down.
Like a balloon.
Yeah.
Lavender would say, well, I suppose we should move away. And she would start using the Mage Hand to take the stone from Hobbs.
Go back off and let you take control.
Mhm.
From there, she would gesture at everyone. We should move back, move behind me. Just trying to keep 10 feet, the approximate distance. Unless anyone has other suggestions, I was going to order it from smallest to largest.
Okay.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Me too.
Then she would
You
start
guys
doing
should
that.
do a investigation check. Metagaming.
Lavender isn't, but if anyone else wants to. I think she'd be too focused on it. Just starting to move the stones towards where they should be going.
Where she thinks it should be going. So
Yeah.
So
Oh, is there not an obvious pedestal?
No, you see four
There's-
different pedestals.
4.
Yeah, she gets me moving them towards the pedestals without thinking about it.
Okay, so you move the rocks towards the pedestals.
If anyone else wants to do an investigation check.
Yeah, I got a 6. Not very investigative.
All of you got a 6? Oh my goodness. All of you got a 6. All right.
Above table, I think I know this puzzle, but my character is it would not know this puzzle.
All right.
Char hasn't done
yeah.
an investigation check, but there's more to it. Nothing happens as you move these stones towards these pillars.
Freeze to water. And then Lavender would, at this point, do an investigation check. For obvious reasons.
Can someone give me
And-
guidance?
Get 11. Got
You-
11.
Oh yes, I
you
can give, I can
see
give guidance.
that. Okay.
May I
Yeah. So you cast guidance on Lavender. So Lavender, go ahead and
Yeah.
roll a. Is it D4?
Yes.
Okay. So roll a D4 to add on to it.
Alright. 1.
On these stones, you see, a different order. You see the first one you see a feather, like inscribed on this pillar. On the second one you see what kind of looks like an iron ingot, or on top of an anvil. On the third one you see a bolt of lightning, and then on the fourth one you see what looks to be a crude carving of a Goliath.
So yes. So making everyone back up, it would be the first one would be the feather, so it's the lightest one. The second, you said the ingot. Ingot would be the third stone, second heaviest. And on it was feather, ingot.
And
was the
then,
third?
Then a
Lightning.
like a
Lightning.
depiction of
Yeah,
lightning.
lightning would be the second stone, and fourth would be the
The
giant's burden, heaviest. Lightest, second heaviest, second lightest, heaviest. 1, 4, 2, 3. No, 1, 1, 3, 2, 4.
Okay. So you determine that these are in a 1, 3, 2, 4 kind of order. So what are you doing with this information?
Saying that as I move the stones onto it.
So you're putting the stones onto the pillars?
Yep.
Okay. And you notice that despite your efforts to keep the feather stone put, on this thing, it's not really doing anything, but you see all the other pillars kind of light up and activate and kind of glow with an emanating light. And you also notice that the amount of force required to keep this stone down is very similar to the amount of weight that your pet brick has.
Damn it. No. I refuse. Lavender would just go, does anyone have a stone approximately the weight of this brick? Of Aaron? And just lift up Aaron.
I don't think so. Are we trying
how
to?
heavy is Aaron?
It's about the weight of a regular brick, so maybe like 5-6 pounds.
But so Tristan doesn't have any stone, but he has a shield that he could be equipped and put on top of this stone.
Okay.
Okay.
Char has a spare cloak. Could he trap the ball in the cloak and then tie the cloak to the pillar?
You don't see any obvious ways to tie anything to these pillars.
I don't have any.
I
We
was
could just
Lavender's.
pile a couple of cloaks on top of each other and put them on top of the rock.
Do we all have a spare cloak?
I've got one.
I've got one.
Okay. So you're gonna try to put all these cloaks on top of this brick.
Yes.
Okay. So as you try to do this, you notice that so you just set it on top of the brick, right?
Yeah, well, on top of the ball.
On top of the
Or the stone,
I thought.
the floating
Yeah.
stone.
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you guys trying to like keep? Well, what are you guys trying to do with the stone? Are you kind of try to keep it on top of the pillar?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to weigh it down with the cloaks.
Okay. And you can see that this stone just begins rolling and kind of removing the cloaks off of itself, and then it begins to try to float up again.
For fuck's sake, I gets to mutter. Lavender gets unties Aaron and places on top of the stone.
Okay. And as you, I'm assuming, are you tying Aaron to the stone too?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you tie Aaron to the stone, you see that it stays suspended in midair, and you move it above this pillar, and you see that this pillar lights up with magic, and then all the stones fall down, and you see the door behind open up and reveal the way.
Lavender just grabs Aaron and starts walking towards the place.
Okay. And
Just retying Aaron.
And Kikolas, with glee, runs back towards back here, and he goes to the skeleton, and in the skeleton's hand, he's holding on to this pen, and Kikolas just kind of like wrenches it away from the hand. He's like, "Aha! I found it! I have found it!" And he says, "That's the pen of utmost brilliance. It's a once-in-a-lifetime find. Oh, thank you, adventurers. Let me give you, he hands over this small bauble off of his cloak, and he hands it to Lavender. And Honore determines it is the silver spiral of self-sufficiency.
Oh, what does that do? Sorry, give me one moment. I'm getting a phone call.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're good. And so he is, and as you're looking around this room, you see that there's various writings all across the walls, and you see that there's a lot of different writings in a seemingly old version of Common, but you can tell what it says. And Kikolas is running around taking notes of everything, and just writing down everything that was written down, because he believes it has of amazing value to it. And you can see that there's a journal, and in the journal it has a name on it, Mervyn, and he's known as being a scribbler. And as you get, and it's just a book, and he says, "Adventures, would you like to read through this historic find with me?"
Sure.
And he opens up to the first entry, and you can see a lot of these pages are, kind of withered away with time or suffered with some water damage. So you can see the first entry that's legible says, This pen marks history without fail. Every line it draws seems to hold the weight of what's come before. And Kikolas believes that this pen marks history in a very literal sense, thinking it reveals long lost secrets. And he says, this pen must do this thing. And he kind of shows off this pen, and it's a from what you're able to see from this pen, it's a very basic, just regular pen. It has a very ornate design to it, but you're not able to tell if it has any but it's not, it doesn't have any specific magical potency to it according to Honore. And then, Kikolas is flipping through the pages and he gets to the second entry. And the second entry says, "No ordinary ink is fit for this pen. It only takes the finest to fill it. A potion of rare alchemy." And Kikolas says, it must be a requirement for this pen to unleash the magical property. You must inject this magical ink in order to unlock its true power. When in reality, you might expect that the pen was just, really difficult to fill with ordinary ink, and it requires a high quality ink. And and there's more entries, and he says, "Would you like to read more of this, or should I take it for for the rest of this?"
I think you can
Take it
take
for
it.
yourself.
Okay, well, he continues reading through here, and he reads the rest of the words. "Within this hand, words come to life as if by magic, yet no spell does the work. The final words of kings and heroes, all preserved here by this pen, a legacy in ink. If I am to perish here, let this pen serve another worthy hand. If in the wrong hands, this pen might wreak havoc on unsuspecting souls." And, based off of a lot of the things that you can see scribbled along the walls, is that this guy just kind of probably, died of hunger.
Oh.
All the signs point to him just being left in the cave and not having access to food, shelter, or water, and just exposed to the elements, and he just kind of wrote as much as he could before he died.
Is there
Well, that's certainly something.
is there anything else of notice in this part of the cave?
You can see that there's a desk where he probably wrote, and you can see that there's a chest sitting at the end of the hallway.
Does the chest look suspicious?
I mean, roll a perception check and find out.
15.
It looks like a regular chest.
Char's, while Kikolas is going on about the journal, he's moved over to the chest and he's gonna open it.
Okay. And within you find some luminous crystals that it's emanating a bright blue light.
No. How many crystals?
You see 3 different crystals.
Oh, and they're all blue?
They're all blue.
Guys, I found these crystals. I don't really know if they do anything, but they illuminate.
Honora says
Ooh.
they can be crushed to reveal hidden markings or writings within 5 feet.
Oh. There's 3. Would someone perhaps like one?
Lavender gets pats Char in the shoulder and goes, "Why don't you hold on to them? You've got the other invisible thingy."
If you hold on to them, could I have that bauble? I grew up in the markets, so it would honestly be quite a boon to me if I could use that.
No. Lavender turns straight towards, what's your character's name again?
Samuel.
Samuel, and just goes, "It is a gifted Char."
Char
Okay,
Like,
takes
and then he
the
just pulls
bauble.
it, goes into her backpack and just pulls out a flower and goes, "Eat this instead."
I'm good, but thanks.
Suit
Char,
yourself, and Lavender just eats it.
Char takes the bauble and just shoots Samuel a look like, "We'll talk later."
Samuel winks at him.
Yeah. Is there any, is this a dead end where this chest is?
Yes.
Okay. I guess we should continue onward.
All right.
And thank you for the bauble, Miss Lavender.
All right, and Kikla says, "Thank you, adventurers, and I will see you back in the kingdom." And he runs off.
Well, hope he finds his way back okay.
He always does.
And then I need you guys to roll for initiative
Ooh.
because you are now getting ambushed again.
Stood around talking for too long.
We make a lot of
6.
noise. Time's lucky. 15.
Okay. Hang on. Let's see. Do it. Hang on. I might need you guys to run it. Remember your numbers real quick for me, just because I got to manage this to make sure it's Go. Change this and save, and then run encounter. All right. What was your numbers?
Char got 15.
Okay.
Lavender got 6.
6. Honore, I will do that later.
Got
Tristan.
8.
8.
8. Yeah.
Samuel.
12.
Okay. And then
Hobbes got 20.
Okay. Start. Then the spies fire off 2 shots because they're ambushing with their hand crossbows. They fire the first one at Tristan. It gets a 12, so that one misses. And this one fires off a shot at Honore, and he gets a 23, which lands. And he does 7 points of damage to Honore. Damage. 5, 16. Okay. Alright, and these guys, let me go ahead and reveal where they are, because, you know, they're right there. And then the right one is A, left one is B. Alright. And then so it is Hobbes is up first.
Okay. He will fly over here and swipe at the spy's feet.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Here is to hit. And that's +5, so
That
dirty
hits.
20.
Roll for damage.
6 damage.
So it does 6 damage. So he takes a big old swing at his legs and gives him a real nasty cut. Just a big old gash down his leg. And then it is Honore's turn. Honore runs forward, absolutely pissed off, and decides to use... Oh, hang on. Decides to use Chill Touch on B. And that hits, and she does 5 damage and slows him down. So he's now suffering from severe cold. And then it's Char's turn. Honore was a PC.
Gotcha.
The player decided to cancel on me 20 minutes before the session.
Oh, I thought that was the wizard character, my bad.
That is the wizard character. Honore is the wizard.
Oh, what is Korak?
He is a character. He's a was a player that you are
Yeah.
replacing. So now I have to find someone to replace Honore.
Okay, so there were
It's like
two
a
wizards.
musical chairs.
Yeah. So far there's only 2 people from the original party. So
Yeah, we've been cursed with so many fucking people dying.
Yeah.
Been stabbed.
well, I'm trying not to kill these 2. So I'm trying to let them disappear on their own merits.
No, please. I'm just saying. Personally, I request that they die in the most beautiful, brutal ways, so we can just continue.
Oh, don't
on the
worry.
legacy.
I can make that happen, but they're not gonna. It's not gonna be just spies to basic spies.
Yeah, like, can you just make sure at some point they just die?
Oh, don't
brutal
worry.
death?
You will see how they die. You will see it. Trust me. It's going to happen. Just wait till we get to the room that's not covered yet. That's not uncovered yet.
Is it my turn? Char's
Yes,
turn?
it is Char's turn.
Char's just gonna move behind Tristan, and seeing Hobbes fight Spy A, he's going to reach out his hand and cast a firebolt.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Oh, good. 22.
All right, so it hits. How much damage does it do?
That is 10 points of fire damage.
All right, so you blast this dude in the face with a firebolt, and he's screaming. He is very unhappy with the fact that his face is on fire. As would most people. All right.
That's done.
So, it is now Samuel's turn.
Okay. Samuel is going to walk up to run up to the spies, and then use Misty Step, and Taunting Step. So creatures within 5 feet of the space I leave must succeed on a DC 14 or have disadvantage on attacks against creatures other than you until the start of your next turn.
DC 14 on what particular stat?
I'm not sure. It just says DC 14.
Is it wisdom?
I'd assume so.
Okay. So we got 118 and 1 nat 20. So they are able to resist. Your
Gotcha.
taunting step.
Then I do the Misty Step and teleport back here, and I'll target the spy next to Hobbes with an Eldritch Blast as my action.
So did you use the Misty Step to get in?
No, I walked up to them and then Misty stepped away.
Okay. All right. So roll the hit. You hit. Roll for damage, and you said A.
Yes.
Okay. All right, and you just obliterate this guy. He dead. A dies. A very unmerciful death. All right, and now it is Tristan's turn.
So if Tristan goes up to the one that's still alive, is he affected by Samuel's
No.
Misty Step? Okay. So Tristan then runs up to B, I think it is, and pulls out his longsword and has a big old swing at him.
Okay. Roll the hit.
I think that misses.
So as you run up to him, you swing your sword, and it just barely grazes right across the front of this guy.
Okay. So yes, there we go. That's the turn.
All right. And I'm gonna move your character up here because you're right next to him.
Oh yes.
And then Honore is right over here. So now it is Lavender's turn. Lavender, you are within 30 feet of this guy, so...
All right. 30 feet, so I'll just run straight at this dude. And reckless attack is charging. Don't actually have the charge attack, but just imagine just running straight at this dude. So reckless attack, let's see. Well, a 25.
Okay. So you hit him.
Yep, and a 13, so let's see the damage. 16 damage.
All right.
Nice.
So you run up to him and you stab him right in the stomach, and you impale him, and you pull it right back out, and he starts to double over, and he's kind of falling prone on this turn from taking so much damage all at once, and he takes his turn to stand back up, and he's sputtering. And then Honore
I guess then my
uses...
turn here.
Yeah, so Honore uses Sword Burst. What is Sword Burst? I don't know. That's cool. Yeah. Well, she uses Chill Touch again. And gets an 18. And then she tries to freeze him from the back again, and he locks up with this particular touch. And he takes 2 damage. And he is looking super weak. So, and now it is Char's turn.
Char's good old classic firebolt at him.
Okay. Roll the hit.
14?
It hits. Roll for
Nice.
damage.
Oh, that's 1 point of fire damage.
All right. You fire off this fire bolt and you graze his ear, and his ear just kind of like falls off in flame, and he starts to scream with the fire damage. And now
Jesus.
it is Samuel's turn. Actually, no, we skipped Hobbes. Hobbes' turn. Let's give Hobbes a chance here to do what he wants.
Yeah. He'll just fly over and swipe at him again. I guess fly up towards his face and swipe at him.
Okay.
See if he can hit him.
Roll the hit.
14.
Okay, it hits. Roll for damage.
4.
Is Hobbes trying to kill him?
Yes.
All right. Well, he sinks his fangs deep into this guy's face and completely ends his life, and he expires. All right. And now, you guys have no more spies left to deal with in this cavern. Full disclosure here. So, the only parts you haven't explored are everything in this section. There are 2 chests, one here, one there.
Is everyone okay?
I'm fine.
Yes,
one.
let's continue.
Okay.
Press forward.
Man.
Okay. So, where are you guys gonna go?
Oh, where did Lavender? Yeah, that was it.
Wait, did I accidentally?
shit.
Hobbes is gonna go up this way.
Yeah, Lavender just disappeared.
I don't know. Char's
Hang on.
behind
Did I
Lavender, but
accidentally
don't know
delete your
Lavender.
token? I didn't mean to do that. Hang on. There we go.
Oh.
Alright. I imagine going right, because right is right.
Okay.
Let's go see what's in these chests.
So, are you guys just gonna, I'm assuming you guys go and
Yeah.
you open up both of the chests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the first chest, you find one pendant, which Honore says describes as being the pendant of stilled voices. And
Ooh, what
then
does that do?
Oh.
I put it in the chat. And then you find one of these. Warding totem.
Lavender
chest.
would say, may I hold on to the stilled voices? But I have no need for the totem. Or perhaps you
course.
Go
should
for it.
I think
fine,
that's it.
yeah.
I didn't take you for the sneaky type.
And then I guess there's a last one right where Lavender's token currently is, and that one has luminous crystals in it, which is already in the chat, and it has 3 more crystals.
And well, I've had some experience being quite sneaky, although I prefer Forest to do so. So
That part's
this could be useful.
obvious.
Lavender would just roll her eyes and then continue forward.
Okay.
Char's always right behind Lavender.
All
And
right.
Samuel and Hobbes will just follow.
All right. Hang on. Yeah, I accidentally deleted your token instead of the spy token. That's what happened.
Mm.
So, all right. Well, you guys go here, and then I'm assuming, are you guys going up through here?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm just adding it to my inventory.
Okay. And as you look in, it seems like this room is entirely dark and is super dark and is covered with all sorts of fog.
Would dark vision have any effect on it?
No, it's obscured.
What about that lantern?
Yeah. Can I try using another charge of the Twilight Lantern?
Sure.
Does it do anything?
I mean, there's no invisible creatures
You're
nearby.
looking for creatures with it?
Yeah, or if it can like pierce through the fog or anything.
It doesn't pierce through any fog. It only reveals invisible creatures.
Is there any creatures?
Lavender would suggest.
There are no invisible creatures.
Oh,
Lavender would suggest using one of the crystals as well.
Okay.
Char crumbles a crystal.
So as you crumble the crystal, you find that they begin to illuminate very slowly. Hang on. So you slowly see that there is draconic slowly glowing as you enter this room.
What does it say?
Tread now where shadows quake, where silence bends and echoes break. Before the heart so fierce, so bright, lies power forged in ancient might. Guardians watch with sight unseen, bound by vows of stone and sheen. Touch with greed or step in haste, and feel the ground's unyielding taste. Only those with purpose pure may claim what rests in chambers sure. Heart and spirit, strong and true, are what this prize will grant to you. Be warned, ye seekers, bold or brave, one misstep and find your grave.
I didn't know Draconic translated to rhyme so well.
It's funny how that works that way. You know.
I will say I kind of have to be going through it at 9. Like, so I'm just letting y'all know ahead of time.
So in 5 minutes?
Yeah, pretty much. I forgot about the time.
It's probably gonna take longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah. Shit. I'm sorry about that.
But if you guys want to like get into this room and see what happens,
Yeah, I'm fine with it, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I also relay all the draconic to everybody.
so I need to know what you guys are doing here.
Guardians watch for sight unseen. I figure we'll have to be using that lantern gun soon.
I have 1 charge left in it.
Well, yeah, we can't take a long rest because it'll disappear.
Yeah, after seeing what happened to the guy with the book, you know that you have the capacity to be trapped in this cavern if you do not leave on time.
Yeah, so we better move quickly.
I think Kristen may just take a few steps forward. He feels pretty confident within himself that he is doing this for the right reason. So I think he will just wander, just take a step in.
And
Lavender would just point at Char and go, if you want to step forward, be my guest. I'm not moving forward anytime soon. I know for a fact I'm not
Samuel and Hobbes are going to go into the room as well.
And then as you
his own motives, and he also steps in.
And as you step in, you see various strewn across the floor. You see all sorts of spreading moss, and you see skeletons scattered all throughout this particular room. And you see random crystals light up all the way around the edge of the back, all along these walls. And in the center of the room, you see a giant stone golem.
Lavender starts getting a little antsy, looking at the moss. Like, this looks like some damn good moss. But she's nonetheless staying back because from her interpretation of the poem, she just feels like, yeah, I probably shouldn't be going first.
And then you see this stone golem, as it activates, it starts charging, and it strikes Korak and Honore immediately, and they launch backwards into the wall. Oopsies, hang on. There we go. And they
Does
die.
Honora have horns?
They're shaved down.
Oh, never mind. I would have just loved to imagine, like, she goes flying, Korak runs into her horn first,
So,
damn,
but
that's
they get
too
they get
bad.
knocked in the back wall and they die immediately. And this
Um,
thing, it can't roar because they can't actually speak, but it turns and it looks at you guys.
Seeing them get crushed in the wall, Char immediately like calls to Lavender to like get in here.
Yeah, Lavender would. I don't. I'm trying to decide.
He just yells like Lavender.
Yeah, Char. Y'all. I actually kind of want your opinion. Would Lavender teleport here or here? I think it'd be more in character to teleport here, but it might be more useful to teleport here.
I
Yeah,
mean, I think this is where we should end the session because you
Yeah.
have to go.
Yeah.
But I will be recapping this, and we will be coming back to this point, and I will recap everything right up to this point, and then you can decide what to do at that
Yeah.
time.
So y'all are good for meeting next week, or is anyone not?
Yeah, next week is good.
Yeah, I was hoping to get through this cavern on this session so I could give you guys the reward because it was going to be a pretty solid reward, but we can wait till next session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
So-
think you can add at least one more player, maybe two?
I will look to. I tried to add a second player. I tried to add 2 players. The one guy that I removed immediately, he was like acting very strange to some of the other female players from the other
damn.
campaign, and they just said to Thanos snap him, so I did. So I didn't want him try to like say or do anything
Yeah.
towards you two.
Yeah.
Or and it's so I just like I'm going to do my best to prioritize player safety above anything else. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm going to do my best to try to get 2 more players. I would love
Yeah,
to
it's
have
cool.
2 more
It's
players.
cool.
But
It's cool.
is everyone cool with 6 people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I suppose I'm just like more used to larger groups. In high school, like I haven't played for a while, but in high school it'd be groups. It was a damn mess. It was like 13 people. That was a little too much, but I was still used to the atmosphere. More
Okay.
people. I'm sorry. That's why I'm just kind of pro a ton of people.
You're good. You're good. If everyone's good, cool for 6 people, I will try to find 2 more people that can show up. So
I'm fine with 6, but I think 5 is the best because that's the number
Yeah,
that
5
the
or
game is
6.
play tested with.
I mean, for lore purposes, 6 is actually a great number. It tickles my fancy because
Yeah, 6 is fine.
Oh, 6 is the number of like the heroes from the Eld.
the
old
ancient.
city.
There are 6 ancient heroes, so that it tickles my fancy for
I'm
various
just
lore
imagining-
purposes. Because as you guys uncover certain things, you will gain certain equipment for various classes. Spoilers, but
I'm imagining just like in a future, it's like when we all saved the city, the sex adventures of the 10 that died along the way.
So
Alright.
But anyway, we're gonna end this here, and then
Yeah.
I will look forward to seeing you guys on Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I'm going to try to introduce 2 new people while you guys are trying to fight the Stone Guardian.
Perhaps we could go
Or
back
stone
and
golem.
forth, or like have them stir it out a bit, and then outside the cave, and then switch to us inside the cave, then switch back or whatever, and meet up outside the cave or something like that, or maybe not.
Well, there's another thing I got
Yes.
planned too, but
Another convenient cave in.
no. Well, I mean, I could do it that. You know what? Actually, I could do it that way. I lied. I can do it that way because
perhaps
there's another grenade.
And or perhaps one last idea is the golem. You said there's so many skeletons and such, and this is a magical golem. It could be the idea if the players wanted. Guess at some point when the golem dies or it releases magic that resurrects 2 characters,
That
or
sounds
maybe
pretty cool.
not.
Well, we can look at it. Yeah, but
Yeah,
anyway.
I guess the only reason I'm imagining that is like playing as a character that like was resurrected by an enemy of